you realize both of our goals align. And in order for you to reach your goal, you're going to have to work extremely hard. I don't think you understand the type of work you got to put in to make it to that level. It's only a small percentage of people that make it. So from the time he said that's what he wanted to do, I tried to figure out if that's really what he wanted to do. And I pushed him to limits that most people would say are insane. But I wanted to see if he was going to quit. And not one time did he ever say, Dad, I don't want to do this no more. And I knew it. I said, okay, I can go wherever I want to with him with this, man. So
if you want to thrive each and every day and not just survive it, you're in the right place. Welcome to Thrive, where faith, family, fitness, and discipline comes together to build stronger bodies, stronger minds, and stronger lives. From the workouts that push you to the meals that fuel you, to the moments with family that remind you why you started, this is your blueprint to level up in every area of life. Show up, get stronger, live with purpose. Let's stop settling and start thriving. Let's thrive.
What's up, family? It's your favorite cousin, Cowboy Jay. Welcome to the Thrive Podcast. Today's guest, there are people who chase popularity, and then there are people who stand on their convictions, even when everyone tells them they're wrong. Today's guest is one of those people. For more than a decade, he's helped transform lives through fitness, but what really caught my attention wasn't his own physique. It was the way he chose to raise his son. When people said a young kid shouldn't be strength training, he ignored the noise. While others questioned him, he stayed consistent. Today, his son is becoming one of the top young athletes and players around, and their story has sparked conversation everywhere. But this episode isn't just about lifting weights or building muscle. It's about fatherhood, sacrifice, discipline, purpose, and what it really takes to raise a young man in today's world. Behind the social media posts and outspoken opinions is a father who recently told me, for the last 8 years, all I've done is train and parent. That sentence alone told me that there was a story worth hearing. So today we're talking about bodybuilding, nutrition, coaching athletes, helping moms and people in their 50s and 60s reclaim their health. And why sometimes the greatest growth comes from ignoring the crowd and trusting your own intuition. If you want to thrive each and every day and not just survive it, you're in the right place. Larry Poteat, welcome to the Thrive Podcast.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining. So Thrive, what Thrive means to me is, it's my brand, number one. But as you can see, I got Thrive. Faith, family, fitness, purpose are my pillars. And within those pillars, most people that I'm around can agree with, they would want to see success in all those pillars. They want to thrive in all those pillars. So instead of the I in Thrive, I got the number one. The number one is just saying, put yourself first. And by me saying put yourself first, most people take that as a selfish aspect, but I say it's selfless, because a lot of times as parents, as men, as leaders, we tend to put ourselves on the back burner instead of showing up every day for ourselves so that we can be the best for everybody else that's around us, that's depending on us. With you having a son, with you having clients, and a multitude of people that's depending on you to show up and be the best Larry, what are you doing each and every day for you to thrive? And my thing is, if you put yourself first each and every day for at least 1 hour, that could be an hour workout, that could be an hour of meal prep, that can be an hour of extra nap to help you get the energy that you needed for the rest of the day. What are you doing to show up for yourself, to invest in you so that you can be 100% for everybody else that's depending on you? So what does it mean for you to thrive?
Well, I'm kind of speechless with that question. I mean, you put it like that because for years I wasn't putting myself first. I was putting everybody else ahead of me, whether it was my son, it was his mom, whether it was my clients. and it kind of burnt me down a little bit, you know. So I had to take a little step back over the last kind of year and a half and go kind of part-time with my training. I kept maybe about 5 or 7 people that just been working out with me for years that I knew I couldn't let go. And started to focus on myself, man. I started to take naps in the middle of the day, man. I started to just only focus on my workouts and building my fitness back up. And in doing that, it helped me recently start back going full time and working with more clients and building it back up to like it's been over the last decade. And I'm glad you said that.
And it's like I found myself with me wanting to be the best husband that I can be, with me wanting to be the best dad I can be. There's a lot of things that I did put on the back burner, or I heard my wife being upset because she isn't taking time out for herself. So that's how and why Thrive really started, what created Thrive. It's because a lot of moms that I have trained, my wife, me, we tend to put ourselves on the back burner either because we can be that selfless, or we just don't know how to put ourselves first. And you got to think like our parents, we're old enough to where our parents are now grandparents. How many years have they put themselves on the back burner as a mom and grandmother, and know that they put themselves on the back burner for us as their kids, but now as grandparents, the way that they might show up for their grandkids now. So with that, I think, and like I'm still learning, still finding my way through that, but I think that what I've done really good here recently is making sure I get that 1 hour each day. And sometimes it might just be 30 minutes for me. So I only got time to get that 30-minute workout in because my wife knows it ain't necessarily the workout I do for myself physically, it's about the mental. Because she knows, and for the longest we had arguments about, or we'd be on vacation, why are you going to work out? Why you got to get up early? Why can't you sleep right here? But I stayed consistent with that, and then she eventually, okay, that's just him. Like he been consistent over the past 12 years, ain't nothing changed. So she now knows if she allows me to go get that 30-minute, 40-minute, hour workout, Jay gonna show up for me today. He ain't gonna tell me no. So, and now having kids, it just makes it even more important because you trained. And you need that hour nap during the day, 30-minute nap during the day. Because I found myself, I needed it. I'm up at 4:30. Like my full day is could be done by 12 o'clock. Like I done way more before anybody even got half their day started. We already had a full day. And that's what really solidified, hey Jay, you doing the right thing. Even though I haven't seen nobody else do it the way I've been doing it until you just said training. I get up, train my clients. I got my son full time. I'm focusing on myself, and I'm also getting that nap in during the day. Because sometimes as a man, you be like, all right, now don't get lazy. That might you slacking.
That. I need that. See me, man, I used to be in the military, and so I got what they call tinnitus. So I got this ringing in my ear, so I don't really sleep that much. So for the longest, man, I was only getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night, and then I'd still get up, and I'm there at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm training till almost 11, coming back from 4 to about 7:30, 8 at night, go home, get my son right, try to get a shower and go to sleep, and then I'm back up doing it again. You know what I'm saying? So like with me being raised with my mom, I saw her sacrifice our whole childhood. You know, she worked at cut weaving all through me growing up until I graduated. And when I graduated, she went back to school and got her nursing degree and all that. So now she run a dialysis clinic up in High Point. So now she is able to show up for my son and me like she really couldn't when I was a child. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it more now because it kind of made me say, okay, I'm all right sacrificing this time for my son. Because I know once I get him to where he want to be at, I have the drive, the discipline, and the knowledge to do whatever I want after I'm done putting all of this time into him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, before he was even born, I said he going to school for free. I'm gonna make sure of that. I told his mom, you take care of the academics, I take care of the sport. Whatever it is he want to play, he gonna go to school for free for it.
Okay.
So as he grew up and he started telling me his goal is I want to be a professional athlete. I'm like, okay, you realize both of our goals align. And in order for you to reach your goal, you're going to have to work extremely hard. I don't think you understand the type of work you got to put in to make it to that level. It's only a small percentage of people that make it. So from the time he said that's what he wanted to do, I tried to figure out if that's really what he wanted to do. And I pushed him to limits that most people would say are insane. But I wanted to see if he was going to quit. And not one time did he ever say, Dad, I don't want to do this no more. And I knew it. I said, okay, it's up. I can go wherever I want to with him with this, man. So it's just, sometimes we just got to sacrifice, bro. Like, it ain't no way around it. You know, we want to be selfless. We want to be selfish sometimes, but the way it is for us, we don't have no choice.
Okay.
I don't have no choice, man.
Like, I needed to hear that part right there. Yeah. The sacrifice part.
Yeah, like that's what this is all about. Once you bring them into this world, it's no longer about you no more.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Nothing that I wanted to do is like goals for my career, any of that. None of that mattered to me anymore because I know I got him for 18 years. I'm young. I'll still be young enough. I'm always in the gym. I'm eating right. I'll be healthy enough. As long as I keep God with me, I'll be able to do whatever I want to.
Yeah.
So my son can never say, man, when he gets older, I had a dream and my dad wasn't there to help me reach it. He can't say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's been times where I could have went to different states. I had people calling like, hey, we want you to come down here and train. But I knew if I did that, I would not be able to put enough energy into him. You know what I'm saying? And I sacrificed that.
Yeah.
That money don't matter.
Yeah.
I'll be able to make that up later.
It's too easy to make money for money to be the reason why you have to sacrifice leaving your family.
Yeah.
I mean, I see even like playing sports. Like one day, when your son has his own family and he's a professional athlete, he might have to sacrifice that time to go get it. But
and he's already seen it done.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bother him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He don't feel like he's missing out on anything, and he'll be able to communicate that with his family. Like, this is what I have to do if y'all want to live the life y'all want to live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can be in poverty if you want.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what you want.
Yeah. And that's one thing I asked my wife about, because I put her first. She's number one. Most people say God is number one. God is our foundation. She's my number one, and then my kids. Not meaning that I love my kids any less, but in order for us, because I didn't grow up with my dad in the household.
Yeah, same.
So, and my biggest thing was I always wanted my dad there. When he promised to be there, he didn't show up.
Yeah.
So when I promised something to my wife, because that's a promise he probably made to my mama, that didn't, because if you promised her to come pick us up and you didn't, you promised my mama that.
You done told her, y'all scheduled that thing.
So for my wife, I'm making sure I'm showing up and trying to keep the most amount of promises. If I make a promise, I'm trying to keep it wholeheartedly. If I promise something to my son and my daughter, I want to be able to hold that promise. Right. Because that promise wasn't always held to me. So I found myself trying to, I don't know if it's overcompensation, doing things, but I asked my wife, I was like, all right, it's 2025. We didn't got better over the year. And we just talking about finance, because that's what could be one of the things that hurt a relationship
Right.
or a divorce, number one cause for divorce is finances. I asked her, I was like, would you be okay? Because she come from money, I didn't.
Yeah.
So would you be okay with making what we made this year, living happy, spending as much time together as we did? Or would you want me to go get a bigger bag, us go get a bigger bag, because she do real estate? Do you want us to go get that bigger bag over the time spent? And with me knowing her, I know her love language. Her love language is time. Her love language is she wants to be next to me, touching me 24 hours. That's part of where that hour came from. I can't give you 24 hours. I need an hour to myself.
Yeah.
And that was just like a running joke between us.
Yeah.
So that was, and she was like, I want that time with you.
So you already knew what the answer was gonna be.
So I'm like, okay. But then me being a dream chaser, somebody who has goals, just from a selfish standpoint, if you've been in that situation, how do you show up for yourself and make sure that you're still chasing your purpose, but also showing up for that family aspect just as much as they need it, even though you know there's got to be some type of sacrifice, but how do you show up?
Man, that's tough. It all comes with being able to compromise what you're willing to compromise.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I ain't really I'm not too really big on compromise with anything.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like, I'm standing on everything,
Okay,
Jay.
okay.
I say this is gonna be. This is what it's gonna be.
Okay,
You know what I mean? I done lost out on a lot of relationships because of that. You know,
yeah.
I've my son, mom, love her to death. You know what I'm saying? She just got married a couple weeks ago. She got a new son now. You know what I mean? So, in order for my son to still feel like he did when he was an only child, I'm like, shoot, bruh. That's that sacrifice I'm gonna make, because I'm not gonna be able to put another woman ahead of what you got going on.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to fight between y'all going to train again? Y'all going to work out again? Why y'all going to? Nah, we not finna do that.
Yeah, yeah,
So if
yeah.
you don't understand that this little boy comes before everything, including myself, I just be by myself.
I'm with it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with it. I can totally agree, and even though I'm in a different position than you are, like relationship wise, yes, yeah. I think that's the best thing. Yeah, because a great woman, she's going to, I support you.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'll go get his rebounds.
Yeah.
I'll come record for y'all.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It could be so simple.
Yeah. And then, like, you get y'all time.
Yeah.
Then, baby, you come with me, and then we gonna spend our time, do our thing.
It could be so simple.
So it is.
You know what I mean?
It
is. And for me, I don't feel like it's my job to extend that invitation, because you should already know we do everything else together. You should already know, of course, you can come.
Yeah.
So if you really wanted to come and do that, you would say, hey, can I come?
Yeah.
Man, I got a job for you.
Yeah.
I got some work for you to do. That's what I need. You see that camera over there? Yeah, I got a rebound for him. I need to talk to him. Hold on to that for me. Yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
You poured almost everything into becoming the best father and coach you can be. Where has your faith shown up the most during that journey?
I think my faith has showed up the most in the journey because of patience. A lot of the work we put in, you don't see it immediately. You know, that's the thing with training. You know, you can't prove that you're a good trainer unless you have time. You can't show in 2 sessions that we've transformed your body. So them countless hours that me and my boy be out there putting up shots, working on his ball handling, we wanted to show immediately, man. And the way his physical side looks, you would expect for it to show up immediately. But he's still a kid.
Yeah.
And his brain is still developing. He's still self-conscious about things. You know, the boy been ripped since he was about 7, and he wants to wear sleeves. He don't want to just wear a jersey. I was like, bro, what's the issue?
Bro, we work too hard for this.
What's wrong? What you mean you want to wear sleeves? He's like, I don't want people talking about my muscles. I'm like, bro, that's your upper hand.
Yes, sir.
They see you come through there
They
like
scared.
that. They're a little nervous. Like, bro, we 11. How is he ripped like that?
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, just confidence, putting him in situations where he has to believe in himself. You know, like, I put my son on a bunch of basketball teams where the coach's son also play the same position that you play. You don't get that same leeway. You know, coach son can make a few more mistakes than you. Don't have to worry about coming out.
Yeah.
And I think that pressure that it put on him to perform, it made him work harder in other aspects of his game other than just scoring. You know, he learned how to pass the ball, making the right passes at the right time. He learned how to rebound, learn how to play defense the right way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now that his confidence is starting to catch up with his skills, and I'm putting him in different spaces now with different players and coaches, the work is starting to show that it was working the whole time. You know what I mean?
Just had to be patient.
Just had to be patient.
Yeah, that speaks to patience. That's in every aspect in life. Patience is, and we can look at kids. Like, that's something that we as adults got to work on our patience, especially having kids. And then we wonder why. See, you just seen Luca. Luca wanted to come out here with us.
Yeah.
So he not patient enough to hear what I'm saying or be patient to wait till daddy get through working and he gonna come back in here and play with you. So he don't want to wait that long. So that lets you know that patience is a muscle that has to be trained.
Yeah.
Most people think, or as adults, we kind of forget and we just think patience is just a thing we're born with.
Nah.
Look at little kids. It's clearly something we're not born with. And over time, over the years, we have to build that muscle up. Speaking about your son, that confidence that he might be lacking, that's a muscle that we have to work, and I think you're doing a great job with building that muscle within him.
Like it's tough because of how society is now, with the way social media has exploded. You see a lot of these kids, and they got they highlight reels. You see them working out with certain people, and you want that too, but you don't know what they had to go through to get to that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where they come in and they say, hey, I seen him doing this exercise on Instagram. I want to do that. Your body isn't ready for that yet. Like, you got to start from the ground up, and then we'll get you to that point.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have that patience to say that. You know what I mean? Like, they want to just go ahead and start right there. You want it. I want to. Your age says you should be there. Let's try it. Nah, you still got to start from the ground up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it might click for one person, but it might not click then for the next.
See, my son been with me in the gym since he was 6. Like, his mom was in school and she was out in Wilmington, and he stayed with me in Eflin. So he would have to come with me to the gym. Like, we don't have no babysitters, dog. You come with me. Hey, but these are the rules.
Yeah.
And at 6, he was able to pretty much go by the rules. I have to catch him sometimes. He had them little 3-pound dumbbells over there trying to do. I mean, but I wouldn't even. I'd be like, let's work on your form. Let's do it like this. You swinging it too much. Let's do it like this. And his face just lights up. You know what I mean? So, like, that's why I was able to start with him lifting at 11 years old. Because when he was 6, he was doing that. He was doing push-ups with the other teenage athletes I was doing. Like, he was using resistant bands with them. Like, a lot of those boys, you know, they felt like since I wasn't a professional athlete, I'm 5'7", like, this dude don't know what he talking about. And I'd be like, yo, you don't believe me? I'm asking you to do this box jump like this. You're not doing it correctly. You want me to believe you are, right? Hey, Eli, come here. Eli 6. Eli, show him how to do this box jump. Eli hit 6 clean box jumps, and while he's doing them, I'm watching my client. I'm watching him, and I can see the look on his face. And then I'm like, "You ready to do it again?" And he like, "Yeah." And he comes over there. We got a perfect box jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's been around it forever. So once he got 11 years old, and I could sneak him in Planet Fitness.
Oh, so you was sneaking him in?
Oh yeah. What?
Oh,
He
right
looked
on.
like he was 13.
Yeah, he did.
But he was 11.
Okay, I see.
So, hey, he 13. They be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like I said, he been in the gym with me so long. If they was to come through and see him working out, he got better form than adults, some of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was able to take him into that setting because I tell people, if you're new to the gym, Planet Fitness is the best place for you.
You don't have to go nowhere else. That's all you
That's
need.
the best place for you to learn. You got all of the machines. You know what I mean? They just started putting free weight in there, but like it's impossible for you to get hurt in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, and then most of the people in there are kind of new and they want you to succeed as well. So they're willing to come over and help you. If you need something, you don't know how to use this machine, they'll hey, don't you put this on this weight right here? You know what I'm saying? So it's the best place for you to go. So once he outgrew Planet Fitness, he's ready for free weights. Now I can take you over here to goals. But by that time, he's 13. You know what I'm saying? Like, time, it took patience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people was telling me, oh, he too young, he too young. I knew he wasn't too young because of the style that we was training in. I wasn't trying to make him go in there and lift the heaviest thing he could lift. I was trying to go in there and help him work on his movements, help him work on his posture, help him work on his lengthening his muscles. You know what I'm saying? So once he got of age to start lifting free weights, it's not hard for him. He don't have to strain. He don't have to change his technique up. So I don't really watch a lot of people that train online on Instagram and stuff because I don't want to feel like I'm inadequate. I'm not doing enough. I don't have the likes and the views that they have, so I kind of try to stay away from it for my own sanity. You know what I mean? But one day somebody sent me a video of Amar St. Brown daddy, John Brown.
John Brown.
And I listened to one video of him, and everything that I had been doing my son for the last 2 years, he was saying he was doing with his kids. And I was like, man, all these people trying to tell me I was wrong for putting my son in the gym and having him lifting weights. He's going to get hurt. And everything that I was telling them, Mr. Brown was saying. I'm like, man, he bet his son at USC. He playing with the Lions now.
And how many sons you got?
Three
of them?
3. And me and him has a similar background. Like I wasn't Mr. Olympia or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I was in the men's physique. You know what I'm saying? So I knew what it would do for my son. And now, man, I went to pick him up. I take my son to train with BJ Timmons. You ever heard of him? Hey, BJ is like the Rain Man.
Light skin, tall?
Yes.
I used to train with him when I was little.
BJ is like the Rain Man of basketball, man. It don't matter what it is, he can put it in a way for you to understand it and replicate what he's trying to teach you. So I take my son over there because his son is very talented in basketball, and there's other kids for him to be around. My Drew Williamson's son was down there playing. My boy TJ Gwynn's son was down there. So like, it's a bunch of kids around his age so he can see, because before it was just me and him. So I think that's where he lacked the confidence at, because it wasn't nobody around to see what they was doing for him to compare himself to see like kind of where he's at. So when he would go to these tournaments, he's like, but then when I got him in that situation with them and what BJ was doing, he's turned completely into a different kid. I walk in there, BJ have him on the Vertimax. Now we already do all of the strengthening stuff. The boy legs is massive. Man, you know what I mean?
You posted a video of him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was doing lunges. It might have been lunge. No, it was a Bulgarian split squat.
yeah.
I think he was jumping though.
Yeah.
With the back leg still on.
Yeah.
I seen the veins.
Yeah, man.
I was like,
I took him over there to BJ to put the finishing touches on him. I come in, he had a tennis ball, and I don't think he's seen me. Like, it's something about my son and me. Like, he wants to prove to me that he's so good, that he tries so hard when it's time to perform. And I'm like, bruh, I've been here with you the whole time. If don't nobody else know you got it, I know
I
it.
believe in you. I
You know
done
what I'm
seen
saying?
it. Yeah,
so
yeah.
like, go ahead.
Yeah.
I come in, he didn't see me walking up, and he had the tennis ball, and he came up and boom, I was like, it's here.
At 13?
At 13. At 13. His birthday coming up next month. Well, yeah, a few more weeks. He got about 3 weeks. He'll be 14. Man, he don't understand how proud I am of him. Like, I understand my son so much that, once again, we talk about sacrificing. I see that he don't play his best when I'm around because of how hard he want to show me he good. So I had to sacrifice being there, seeing him play for him to play.
Flourish.
You know what I mean? Like, I had to, like, people was telling me, one of the teams that the team he played with now, and this is the team I'm so happy he got on because the coach really, like, wants him to be great, and he wants him to try and mess up and just do things, and it's letting him grow. Man, they helped me out so much because practices, they come pick him up, they drop him off. Games, they come pick him up, they take care of him while he there. And I think they done finally caught on because I sent him with some money. He'll text his mama, get his mama to Apple Pay him some money. He probably asked my mama to send him some money. And then when it come time to get some food, he let them pay for his food.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, they have taken care of my son for
That's
the last 2 years and allowed me to step back and let him flourish. Like, man, he been exploding in games, man. Like, he been playing up. He been playing, like, last week he played in a 15U tournament. And first game he had 14, 17 in the second game, 19 in the third game. Playing good defense. Like, so everything we've been doing that I wasn't patient enough. I wasn't being patient. I wanted to see it right now. Everything that we were doing was all working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, now we're in the most important stage for his goals. Like, we're in the 8th grade. I told him, like, it's clicking now. Time is starting for you. Like, if you really want to play Division I basketball and football, like, time starts now. So, like, now we're on to figuring out what you want to do other than sports. Like, basketball, football, it's only a small portion of your life. So once that's over, what are you going to, like, not even that far. Like, you know, a lot of our peers, they still thinking about what happened in high school.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, they still haven't been able to find out who they were now that's over. So that's what I've been trying to get him to realize because, you know, if you want to go D1, it can't just be a dream. Like, you got to work on it and you have to plan it out. So I'm like, you know, if you want to go to a school, like, if they don't have a program you want to do, how are you going to go to that school? You're a student first. Yep. You understand that? You're a student first. So what do you want to do? And, you know, Eric, what we talked about how it's a, you know, if our kids is watching everything we do and they're doing everything we do and not everything we say, he's been watching what I do. And he been telling me since he was in the since he was 6 years old, I want to be a trainer, Daddy. I want to be a trainer. I'm like, well, look, if you want to be a trainer, I'm going to make sure that you're a better trainer than me.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want to do that, this is the steps that you have to do. So now we starting to put schools together. We already putting schools together.
8th grade.
8th grade. We got 20 D1 schools. We got 20 D2 schools. We got 20 JUCOs, and we got the NAIA. I think it's NAIA. I think that's how you say it.
I think so.
One of them abbreviations, you know.
Yeah.
But like, it all boiled down to who has exercise science programs. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, now we're looking at these schools. You have an exercise science program, so if you want me to come to your school, I can come there because you got what I want to be after sports is over with.
Man, that right there is so important because I can literally speak to that. Coming out of high school, I had 7 scholarships for football, and they were all D2 schools. But the school that I wanted to go to was ECU or either Carolina. They had the best exercise science program. And I did my because I was like, football and basketball wasn't my whole life, wasn't everything. I think it could have been if I would have had somebody to push me to that limit.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it enough, but I think I needed more guidance.
Yeah.
I was great, I was good, but I needed more guidance. I needed somebody to push me a little bit harder. But I was surrounded by my mama. We lived a life where I was able to live where we lived at. I was surrounded by a lot of kids, young athletes, but also men. I'm in middle school. It's men 30, 40 years old. We were going against, it was like I lived in Sharp Road Apartments.
Oh, yeah.
It was Sharp Road versus Tucker Street in football. And Tucker Street would come over to Sharp Road Apartments, pay homes, and we'd be in the middle of the field and we hitting. Yeah. So, and I'm out there at quarterback or I'll be at receiver, but usually I was the quarterback for us. Grown men, I'm the youngest out there and I'm playing with them. Or we'll do basketball over there at Jackson Park right there, right off Hood. And I think having those older men, having those older guys around you to help push you mentally, physically, to help you build that confidence, but to rough you up.
Yeah.
Because if you play pickup ball, football, basketball with a group of guys that's older than you, that's more than likely better than you, they got years over you, that allow you to become a better man, but also athlete. And then with me having those 7 scholarships, I was like, I know that there's a chance where I could get hurt. If I get hurt, am I going to be happy at one of those 7 schools?
Yeah.
The answer was no.
Yeah.
It wasn't even no second guessing. So I did ACC for a year. Got all my prerequisites out the way. And then I was like, if I'm still in love with football or basketball, I can go try to walk on at a D1.
Yeah.
So my biggest thing was I wanted to go to ECU, which is where I graduated from, Bachelor in Science, or it was either Carolina. So went to ECU. That's when I started my business. I went there for physical therapy, found out it was too much school. I wasn't about to do like 6 to 8 years of school. Then went to athletic training. I don't want to be taping nobody up. Yeah. I want to be in the mud with them. I want to be behind the scenes in the mud, getting these athletes better, preventing the injury. Yeah. So health fitness specialist is what what my degree is in exercise science, Bachelor of Science. And that was literally the best thing ever. And because I made that decision and started my business at the same time I was getting ready to try to go walk on for football in 2018, that wasn't the route. Something was just telling me, everybody was coming up to me in the gym, asking me, could they work out with me? Yeah. Or, hey, can you help me out with this exercise? What can I do for this? I'm the first one because I grew up in high school because I wanted to be the best athlete in high school. So I was always on YouTube looking up stuff. So I was already ahead of the game before I even got to ECU. So I'm the only one that's in class raising their hand, answering questions. And so I think that for your son, you're doing right by making sure outside of sports, what do you want to do? What's going to be your focus? Where do you want to be with or without that sport.
Right.
So I think that's
Yeah.
you right on with
Yeah.
that. Because I wouldn't be here today living the life I'm living if I didn't choose the school over the sports. So that right there, you right on. You
Yeah.
right on. Yeah. You told me something that really stuck with me. You said, for the last 8 years, all I've been doing is training and parenting. Walk me through what a normal day in Larry's life actually looked like.
Man, so I can run you down kind of like the last few years because they've been different from the first half of that 8 years. I started homeschooling them.
Okay.
So I would get up early, go train a few people. I'm talking about 5 o'clock in the morning. I train about 8, come back to the house, get him up, get him fed, get him stretched out, do a little meditation with him, and then get on the schoolwork. He be done with that around 12. Now we finna go get some shots up. And we'll go get shots up at Graham Rec, man, for probably like an hour, hour and a half. And it's some hard work we doing there. You know what I mean? After we get done with that, take him home, get him showered up, get him lunch. If he want to take a nap, I let him take a nap because I feel like at their age, if they gonna grow, they gotta get some sleep.
They gotta get it.
So if he say sleep, hey, go ahead, get you a little nap in. That's cool. I'm about to go start back training again. You know what I mean? I go back to training, come back. Now it's time for him to lift weights. If he ain't lifting weights with me, he finna go to practice somewhere. So I'm running him around there. Man, before you know it, I look up, it's 8 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? And we trying to figure out what we gonna eat tonight. Yeah. So he can get ready to go to sleep and try to do it again. So it's been nonstop.
Okay.
Nonstop, man.
Yeah. How is homeschooling? Because that's what we won't. We're not gonna put him in a public school. It was either go private school or homeschool him, and we have the option now. Like we could do both. We do more like a hybrid type style. Right. And he has a school that's pretty much already picked out for him. If that's the route that we go, where they could do. Which you train the kid from over there, FCA.
Yeah, right.
We're talking about maybe him going over there to be able to do sports. Yeah. And potentially have hybrid homeschool or something like that. Do you think that was? Did you have to make sure that I know you got a structured life, but did you have to make sure that you actually took that time out of the day? Hey, between 8 to 10, 8 to 11, 8 to 12, whatever that time looked like for you to have that homeschooling, was that structured for that certain time during the day, or did you throw it in different times throughout the day?
Okay, so he was in public school up until 5th grade. So after 5th grade, that's when I decided to go ahead and homeschool him. And like I said, I'm preparing him to be a man. So I'm not with that baby stuff. Yeah. I don't care if you just 11. Like I'm gonna treat you like you're a young man. So I looked at homeschooling as a way to prepare him for how college is gonna be. Cause you can schedule your day however you want to. You know what I mean? If you don't like getting up in the morning, you can get you a 10 o'clock class. You know what I mean? And you can have some afternoon classes, or you can have all of your classes early in the morning, so you already done. Yeah. So the curriculum that I put him on, it was very structured for him. Everything is right there in front of you. Even if you want to put notes, it's on the computer for you. So I put it up to him. Like once we figured out his schedule for his classes, it's on you now. Right on. Did you do your work today? Yeah. Okay. Did you do your work today? Yeah, I did it. Okay. Did you do your work today? I did it. In a couple of weeks, it's going to be a report that comes out that tells me all of the grades, and it's going to let me know if you did it or not. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. His grades was horrible the first semester. Yeah. We had to go back and redo so much work. But you didn't get to play no basketball. I told you you're a student first. So you learn that lesson early. we're not gonna wait for high school or college for you to realize like, oh, I can't mess around with my grades or I won't be able to play. Now we're gonna learn that early. Yeah. You know what I mean? So my boy had to get a George Jefferson cut and everything. You know, you wanna be a dummy, you gonna look like one. This is what we're doing right now. So he had to get taken off the team until he got his grades back up to what their requirements was. It took him 2 weeks to get his grades back right.
You know he had that in him the whole time.
That's the thing. Like they got it in them the whole time, but we can't coddle them and make it seem like it's okay when they don't do it. Yeah. Because they'll make excuses up. Yeah. They'll make reasons and justify why they didn't do it. And none of them will make a lick of sense. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like I put it on him. So he got his grades back up and he got back out there on that court and we didn't have an issue with grades anymore. Now, granted, he don't do the best. You know what I mean? C's get degrees. I understand. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I got a degree and I had plenty of C's. As a matter of fact, you can pass some classes with a D to get you to your,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, but we're not gonna go in this thing and not try. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna go in and say, I just can't do it. You didn't try. Mm-hmm. Did you take notes? No. You looked at it and convinced yourself that it was too hard for you and I can't do it. And I that's what I feel like the gym separates people. Yeah. Because there's always going to be something in there that you feel like you can't do. Yeah. And when you prove yourself wrong, you're liable to take that more into your everyday life and stop thinking it's stuff that you can't do without trying it first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And people, I think that's that. And it ain't just kids, it's adults. Mm-hmm. Like we train clients, and before we even give them a certain exercise, they already have in their head what they can't do. Yeah. Without you even trying.
They ain't try it.
So that's where the confidence, the belief in oneself comes in that. But us as trainers, we already ahead of the game. We know we can look at a person and tell them probably I can tell you what you can or can't do before you even try it. Man. So I ain't really about to give you something that you can't do.
I take it personal, bro.
I'm getting these 60, 70 years. I'm getting on there. like
hey, my favorite saying is, I would not put nothing on your plate you can't eat. So don't come in here telling me what you can't do when I know what you can do. Like I had a young lady the other day. I put an exercise in front of her. It's an intimidating looking exercise. Mm-hmm. And she had already convinced herself that she couldn't do it because of the weight that I put on there. But I've been working with her for enough time to know she's ready for this weight now. Yeah. So they were like the plates like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They were like the 10s. Mm-hmm. You know, she intimidated by them. Don't want to do them. I'm telling you, she's like, she would pick it up, come down into the lunge halfway, and then just quit. I can't do it. I told you. Yes, you can. If you couldn't do it, you would not have been able to pick that up. Yeah. So I say, hey, if I lower the weight, you think you'll try it for me then? She's like, yeah, I tried. So I took the bumper plate off and I put a 10-pound plate on there like we would curl. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, let's do it. Got under there and did 6 reps. I'm like, I thought you said you couldn't do it. She was like, the weight's lighter. Let me show you something.
It's a different plate, but it's the same
weight. This is not kilograms, and they are both in pounds. Yeah, this is the same. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's just that's what with my son. That's one thing about him. He don't believe in himself enough. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I believe in him more than he believes in himself, and I be telling him all the time, you're not gonna reach your goals if that's how it's gonna be. Yeah. You're going to have to start believing. Self-esteem, self-confidence, all that starts with you. Yeah. I can give you all the tips and advice you need. I can put you through all the exercises your body can take. But until you convince yourself, it's not going to matter. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that over time, I think what builds that confidence is the promises that you keep to yourself. That you actually that you show up to builds the confidence. So what are a lot of people doing each and every day that isn't allowing them to show up the way that they should be?
Yeah.
And that's just they're failing to keep the promises that they promised themselves.
Yeah, well, one of them.
Missed it, then my hat was in the way. I couldn't even see. That right there is just the biggest difference between the people that actually believe that they can do something versus the people that think that they can't. Is how many promises have you broke to yourself?
That's the big thing, because our confidence comes from is preparation.
Yep.
So like when I'm asking you to do these sprints at 100% of what you got, where are you giving me 100? When I told you I wanted you to shoot this shot in game speed, were you really going in game speed, or were you just walking into this just like it's any old free throw?
Yeah.
So then when the game happens and you're not performing the way you want to, how many times did you break those promises to yourself when you were supposed to be in preparation?
Talk.
Like,
Looking back now, what do you think everyone got wrong about training kids?
it's a lot. It's a lot of things that got wrong with them. I would say that it's kind of like they don't want kids to lift weights. All right, that's wrong. Kids should be lifting weights.
If they can know right from wrong, yes and no, they should be.
They should be lifting weights, because if you want to promote growth, like how else are you going to promote it if you're not lifting, if you're not stretching, if you're not doing anything? That's the biggest thing I think they got wrong. I think the next biggest thing is where they start the kid off at. I think that's what they get wrong. Like they're in too big of a rush to put them on the weights.
But that's because they looking at social media,
Right.
comparing.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, it's like a thin line, because it's like, yeah, we want them to lift weights early, but we want them to lift weights a certain way. And if they're not able to lift weights like that, you don't have nobody to teach them. Please keep them away from the weights, because they're gonna get hurt.
They're gonna get hurt. Yeah.
Like,
but you're less likely to get hurt in a gym than you are playing the actual sport that you're playing.
Yeah.
Because now it's just you in the gym with some weights versus you're going to get somebody else. That's more opportunities for you to get hurt by somebody defending you, by you trying to run through somebody, that you stepped on somebody's foot.
Yep, just as simple as that.
Yeah, and that's what parents don't get. And I think that's one of the biggest things I learned. They don't want their kids hurt. But you're less likely, you're in the gym to prevent injury. So if you got strong ankles and you come down on somebody's foot in the game, you can roll that thing, you back up rolling.
Man, and that's my thing with it. That's why people get my demeanor in the gym misconstrued. Like, yeah, I'm serious in here because you can get hurt. And I'm trying to prevent all them injuries. So when somebody giggling and laughing or we trying to do exercise, that's why I'm like, hey, no, this ain't funny. Lock in, tighten up.
Focus.
I don't want, because you can just make a one false move and then you done herniated a disc in your back and you can't go to work tomorrow. So like, that's a serious place where you got to be in there, man. You can't be in there playing around.
You train everyone from young athletes to moms trying to lose weight, people in their 40s, 50s, 60s. What principles never change regardless of age?
Technique.
Okay.
That technique never gonna change. I'm never gonna compromise that technique for anybody's age, gender, what their goal is, whether they're an athlete, whether they're just trying to get in shape. I'm never gonna let that technique change.
Okay.
You know, we always gonna have that chin up, that chest out on everything we do. I don't care. Y'all can both be doing the same exercise at the same time, but you don't have no weight. She might have a whole lot of weight, but we're not gonna compromise that technique.
And I think that's what can discourage some people when they compare themselves with somebody that they're working with. Oh, she over there moving 200 pounds and I only got 50 pounds I'm working with, but you just not there yet. The time will come when that form is right.
What they gotta understand that person that's over there doing that 200 was just like you months ago at that 50. They didn't just walk in here and start doing this. Like, like people be looking at my story and stuff, man. They'll be like, "Oh, if you had me doing that, I'd be done fell over." And I'm like, "Ma'am, I wouldn't have you doing that."
That's what deters people who never trained that actually want to get healthy and get fit is comparison isn't a thief of joy. They compare themselves to their first day to somebody's 10 years.
Yeah.
And we can do that as trainers, and it can ruin the enjoyment of somebody trying to get healthy, get fit.
I think really, man, I try to tell people because I don't lift weights because I want to look a certain way. I lift weights because I want to feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I tell them the way I look is just the cherry on top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've never been one to look at myself and compare myself in the gym to somebody else, man, because our whole motive isn't the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm in here for a whole nother reason. So I see you over there benching them hundreds, cuz I can do it too, but that's not what I'm on today. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stay over here and do what I'm doing.
Yeah, and that's one thing I've literally prided myself on because, I mean, I'm 29 years old. I got guys that I didn't grow up with, that's my age, that done gained 100 pounds since high school. And then you got some that look like they didn't been on stage before.
Yeah.
But I pride myself on performance. Am I better than I was in high school? I look at that, yes. And then I look at bodybuilders. Bodybuilders, a lot of them are stiff.
Yeah.
Can't move. I want the body of the bodybuilder, but what comes with that if you don't do all the right things to prevent that? So part of your training has to reflect you still being able to be that athlete and being able to move and compete. So now when I play with dads that's either older than me, same age as me, or athletes that's younger than me, I can probably outwork all of them in whatever sport that we're doing. I'm strong enough to handle myself. I can run with the runners. I can lift with the lifters.
Yeah.
The athletes, I'm athleting with the athletes. So that's how I pride my style of training on. So I do a little bit of bodybuilding. I do like a lot of functional type lifts because if my son asks me to one day to get in a deep squat with him, he wants me. You see how easy and flexible it is for kids just to get down in a deep squat. I want to still be able to do that at 60 years old.
Yeah.
So what am I doing today that's going to help me be able to do that now, 30 years, 40, 50 years down the road when I got kids, grandkids?
Yeah. Hey man, you know one thing you said though about you had how you said bodybuilding and functional. I want people to understand that it's all bodybuilding.
It is.
It's all bodybuilding.
It is.
I think when they took that root word book out the classrooms, people don't understand them,
Yeah.
but it's all still bodybuilding, yo. Like it's just
You're building the body to how you want it to look, perform. It's all the same, but we as people, we need that separation, I guess.
I think it's for marketing purposes at this point.
Yes. Because I'll throw lunges is one of the most bodybuilding exercises, one of the most functional exercises for you to be able to be a healthy adult or a healthy, strong, performing athlete.
Yeah.
It don't switch up.
It don't. Only thing that's gonna switch up is the weight and the rep count.
Yes, and the way you move it.
Yeah.
And the way you move it.
Man.
But
I like it though because like you said, man, like with me, not having like a professional background or a college background in sports, but training athletes, they always assume that I can't do it because I didn't play that.
And then you get out there and
So I gotta show them. I always have to show them. And I think that's what one thing about me that people misunderstand is you told me I can't do something, and I proved to you that I can. So when I say, hey, what's up? I thought you said I couldn't do it. You can't say I'm arrogant because you never apologized for telling me I couldn't do some stuff that I knew I could do.
And I'm confident in myself because I showed up for the work that I put in, and now I'm able to perform when called upon. Mm-hmm. So now I'm wrong for being confident in myself and happy that I can do it when you kind of embarrass yourself for thinking that
I couldn't. So like I'm starting to get nervous now because you said you're 29, I'm 30, I just turned 38.
Okay.
So last season I'm out there with the boys, and I'm trying to figure out which one of the seniors has the fastest 40 time. Mm-hmm. So I finally get to my boy Devin. He's like, "Yeah, I ran a 4.5," and I was like, "Let's race. You'll do." I got out there. I didn't stretch or nothing. I hadn't raced since the last year when I had to show one of my boys. I didn't even get down. I got into a daggone hood stand. I'm like, "You ready?" He getting down. Took off. I got him by about a step. Mm-hmm. And I said, "If you run a 4.5, what'd that make me?" Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Yo, I only got him by a step." I said, "I think this might be my last year challenging these young boys. I'm gonna have to look for some 4.6 and 4.7. Can't be climbing up there like that no more."
But that right there will humble you because I'm not telling my athletes to do something, like you said before, that you wouldn't do. But I'm also willing to get and go through the mud with y'all.
And show you.
The post that I just posted yesterday, like that's me every single day. Mm-hmm. Like you see me in the cold plunge with them. Mm-hmm. You see me in here training with them. You see me running with them. Mm-hmm. For one, I love it. And I know for me, what has shown me for me to get the most out of my clients is doing it with them. Mm-hmm. It ain't gonna do nothing but make me better.
Yeah.
But in return, it ain't even about me. It's about you.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing it with you and that turns you up just a little bit more, mm-hmm. I'm doing my job without even having to figure out what else is it that you need. You just need somebody that's going to be out there with you, that's going to push you, and not be a coach that's going to be sitting on the sideline or be the dad sitting on the sideline telling you to go do something when I ain't willing to do it myself.
Right.
So these athletes that I'm training, the moms that I'm training, the grandparents that I'm training, they all relate to me and like me and love me even more, trust me even more, because for one, they see how much I love them, believe in them, but I'm actually willing to do it with them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the game changer as me being a coach. Mm-hmm. And it makes it so much more fun, man. When someone comes to you wanting to lose 30 to 50 pounds, where do you start?
What do you mean where I start?
So where do you start when it comes down to training, nutrition, mindset? So let's say you got a person, an individual that has an athletic background. They in their 40s, a mom. Mm-hmm. Mom in her 40s, got 1 to 2 kids. She was an athlete back in her day, so she kind of has some experience, but she ain't lifted, done no type of workouts within the past 10 years, 15 years. So relative to whatever her experience might be, she would still be a newbie in the gym because she ain't did nothing recently. Nutrition, out of whack. Where would you start a mom who wants to become the best version of her nutrition, mindset, fitness?
Okay. So really, man, I start them wherever they at. I try to meet every client where they at, man. And I feel like it takes about 21 days to get yourself into a habit. So for them 21 days, I'm encouraging them. I'm giving them, a blueprint on how they should be eating. I don't expect for them to do that in that first day. I don't expect for them to do it in the first 7 days. But around that 21st day, I know we're going to start to find our niche in it, and we're going to be able to build from there. So, like, I just try to encourage them where they at, and I with my program. My program is my program. Like, I got it down to a formula. So wherever they are, I'm just gonna plug it into where they at. You know what I mean? So whether you can only squat the bar, you'll only start with the bar, and we'll work our way up each week from there. You know what I mean? And by that 21st day, most of them have gotten to a habit now where they're drinking a gallon of water or close to it. They're starting to eat about 80 to 20%. They eat the right way. 80 the right way. They still might have a piece of cake, or they might go get some fries or something. I understand that. But you've made a great change in where we started at, where you were at. You know what I mean? Like,
any little progress is better than no progress at all.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. Yeah. What separates the athletes who become elite from the ones who stay average?
I think that comes with the discipline it takes to put in that work when nobody looking. Because, you know, you got different levels of sports, whether you got the youth level, middle school, high school. But like I told my son when he was younger and he wasn't having the success that he wanted to, I said, son, when you get 13 or 14, about 70% of these kids will no longer be playing anymore, because that's when it no longer matters who's the tallest anymore. And some of the people that were the tallest are no longer the tallest anymore. So now we got to actually start working on our game. And you've been working on your game even when you didn't see it working. You know what I mean? So it's like some people just don't get eyes laid on them. You know what I mean? So if you are disciplined and willing to work, you still will separate yourself down the line. I got a kid that I train. His name Alex Godley. Alex started out at Graham. You know Alex.
I coached Alex.
You coached Alex.
My best athlete.
When I saw Alex his senior year at the YMCA, I picked on him a little bit because I hadn't seen him hoop. Really, I had seen him hoop. I just didn't remember him because now he's 6'2". He was like 4'11", yo.
Alex grew over 2 years from my first year being at Graham. Well, even before I got there, he was like this in the 6th grade.
Man.
He grew about 4 inches within the next year. He grew my second year coaching. He came back 3 more inches taller. And then now, for me to just see him, because his whole thing was, Coach, I want to dunk. I want to dunk. And now, and he was always my shooter, my best player, IQ, best athlete. He always had it in him. But now
when the first time I seen him in there, he dunked. And when I seen him dunk, I was like, hey, bruh, you just didn't get no eyes laid on you, bruh. If you willing to put the work in, bruh, I think you should go to JUCO route, bruh, and you'll make it. And he was willing to put that work in. He was disciplined enough to put that work in. So you went from a relatively unknown to now you about to compete at the D1 level. Alex will be a pro next year after this. I see it because he's willing to work that hard. A lot of people not willing to work that hard.
He always had it, and I hate that I wasn't there for him his senior year, but I had called him sophomore, junior year, assistant coach sophomore year, head coach junior year, and it was just from those 2 year difference. He grew a lot. He got a lot more mature. Of course, that was around the time of COVID. So that kind of threw people back, but he didn't allow that to stop him.
Man.
And to see him now, and I comment on this stuff sometimes, it's just amazing to see how far he's grown as a young man, as an athlete, and then and I could just see the way his body has just changed over the years. It's good.
People don't understand. Like even Alex thought it was gonna be sweet because he was going to a JUCO.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to tell them boys, like, no, like, those guys in
Those
that
are the
JUCO,
dogs. Those
they
are the
hungry,
ones.
bro.
That's
like,
who the ones.
Man, none of it, like, and then at the JUCO level, and this is what I talk about with your discipline, like, they don't have strength and conditioning coaches. They ain't setting you aside to do, you got to do all of that on your own.
They ain't paying for no coach, no
No,
trainer
you got
for
to
you to
do
come
all
in.
that on your own. So if you're not disciplined enough to get up and go work out on your own, bruh, you might as well come on back home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at that and I give that story to all these other kids because it's going to come down to that. Yeah. A lot of kids just might not get seen in this area. Yeah. That's nobody wants you to think you are not talented. Yeah. Keep working. You just didn't get the right eyes laid on you.
Yep. You built an impressive physique yourself. What's one bodybuilding lesson everyone, not just bodybuilders, should apply?
Man, it's two things, and one of them is in the gym and one of them is in the kitchen. And the one thing in the gym is you do not have to lift heavy all the time to get the physique that you're looking for. I tell people heavy is a relative term, you know, because it's heavy compared to what? Is it heavy compared to this guitar? Is it heavy compared to you going out there trying to lift up a car? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I wouldn't get too caught up on how much weight you're lifting and focus on how many times you can move that weight and how many times can you move it properly. Okay. The other thing in the kitchen is like you do not have to eat 6-7 times to get the physique you're looking for. Like I think that was something that people thought was the way to do it because of the bodybuilders that they was watching do it, but I don't think people understand the type of supplements that those bodybuilders are taking to be able to take in all of those calories and stuff. Yep. I've always been natural, so I realized, hey, bro, you really only need 3 meals. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, you can get 3 meals, and if you hungry in between, you can find a nice little healthy snack, but you don't have to eat 6 times. Yeah. You don't have to eat chicken, rice, and broccoli all the time to gain the physique that you're looking for. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you do have to find what works for you. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm big. I believe that certain people, depending on their blood type, should be eating a certain type of diet. Okay. So, like, that's why it's important to find out what's right for you. Like, that's why, you know, people always ask about nutrition, but I don't think they understand that when, like, personal trainers really not supposed to be giving you meal plans. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think people understand it. Like, I can give you some guidance, but I'm really not supposed to write you up a diagram.
Especially not to fix a disease that you have. You have to be a registered dietitian, certified nutrition coach to be able to do that.
Like, I tell people, I give you a diagram. I show you how I eat for 7 days or how it should look, but we're going to have to adjust this to your body because you can't eat as much as I eat. I might not be able to eat as much as you can eat. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we got to weigh this stuff out. It's a lot that comes to making somebody a meal plan that want to give you $25 to build it for you. Yeah. Like, no, let's cut that out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I would look at those things when it comes to in the gym and in the kitchen.
All right. So from a selfish standpoint, if I came to you by just you looking at me and I wanted to get lean, 10, 12% body fat, and I'm at like 18 right now, at least that's what my scale say, what would your nutrition strategy look like for me?
Well, if you, I would of course need to know a few things, like, you know, whether you eating bread, whether you taking in a lot of carbs, whether you drinking alcohol, what your water intake look like.
Water intake is almost a gallon. It's always probably at least a good 3 liters, almost that gallon. Bread isn't all the time, but recently we have definitely switched to sourdough bread. Okay, yeah. So a little bit cleaner bread, but have it maybe 2, maybe 3 times a week. What else did you need to know? Oh, carbs. I've been low carb for a very long time. Here recently, just figured out that I think I perform better off more higher carb and going lower fat. And I still having too much fat, I figured, in my diet. Protein, I don't hit my protein requirement every single day, but most days out of the week I do. That's just because life might be.
On that, are you doing any supplements for protein?
No.
Okay.
Because I really don't, I ain't the best. I can pour the protein over in my, let's say if I had oatmeal, I could throw the protein over in there, make it about 70 grams of protein. But drinking the shakes, I have a hard time drinking the protein shakes. I don't know, maybe I need to stop trying to put 2 scoops in there and only do 1 scoop, make sure I got enough water for the consistency. But sometimes that thing just don't go down. I'll be about ready to throw it back up. Yes, I can do it. I just maybe need to get my consistency right with it. Sleep, I sleep about 7 hours. Running, I'm running more. I lift probably 5 times a week at least. And I run, my cardio usually is my run. I get about 8,000 to 10,000 steps at least, plus with some, at least 30 minutes of a run, 3 to 4 times a week.
All right. So now I see that little energy drink over there too. So I feel like you probably taking in a few of them during the day too.
I take 1, if not 1 of those, sometimes it could be 2.
Okay.
But it's at least, or if I only have 1 of those, I do like 1 to 2 coffees. And my energy drinks, no more than 10 calories. But usually, and it's black coffee. I ain't throwing nothing in my coffee, or green tea.
All right, so you good with your water? Of course, I would try to get you to, up that just a little bit, but I would definitely have you stay consistent with that. I think with low carbs really hurts the body, especially for somebody who does as much as you do, because carbs is for energy, and if you're not taking in enough, like, how are you going to be at your peak performance throughout the entire day? So, like, I would start to get you on the good carbs, though. Yeah. Like, I would keep you from the enriched rice, and I would look at the jasmine or balsamic rice.
Okay.
Adding sweet potatoes.
I do a lot. I do a ton of sweet potatoes.
But we're going to watch our portion with them. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, we would cycle how many days you would take in that sweet potato.
Okay.
You know what I mean? As far as your protein, I think that people sometimes they want to take those protein shakes. You know, they think they need those protein shakes, but they don't understand that it's a supplement. You drinking this protein if you're not eating enough protein. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make sure you eat enough protein, and if you're not getting enough protein, then we'll figure out a way to get you a shake in.
What is enough protein?
How much you weigh?
206.
206. So you need between 85 to 100. You said 206?
206, yeah.
105 grams of protein a day.
Okay, that's way lower than.
It's way lower. It's not as much as people think it is. I promise you it's not, man.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So then I would take you from working out 5 days a week down to 3 days a week.
Okay.
And in those 3 days, we still gonna touch every single body part you have, but that's gonna allow us to get more time to rest.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I think that's been my problem.
You like to run too, so that's really breaking down your muscles as well. Yeah. So like, if you're not getting enough rest, your body ain't gonna do what you want it to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people message me all the time, like, "Hey Larry, I want you to train me. How much you gonna charge me for 5 days?" Whoa. I'm not training you 5 days a week, dog. You're not trying to be no bodybuilder, bro. You don't need 5 days a week, man. Yeah. You work 40, 60 hours a week. Some people that train, we're going to work out 3 times a max, 2 at the least. You see what I'm saying? So once I got you on that program, man, and the amount of experience you have, 2 weeks, you'll already start to see what you looking like, what you want to see.
Okay.
In 2 weeks.
I'm gonna pay you.
Hey,
I'm gonna pay you.
I got you.
All right, and this on camera.
I got you, bro.
I
honestly, like, so I look at it like this. I had kind of got bored with training too. I kept reaching my goals, man. Like, it no longer excited me. Like, I would see the excitement in my clients because they hadn't had that feeling, and I wasn't no more like, oh yeah. I was kind of like, I know, I told you.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
I started feeling
I
like
feel
I want to do something else with my training.
Yeah.
And the thing that I wanted to do is train trainers.
Okay.
Like, a lot of trainers, they got the knowledge of it. You know, they've taken the classes, they've got the certifications, they got the degrees, but applying the science is something they haven't done with a lot of people. When I was in the military, we had this thing called OJT, on-job training. You can get certified just by doing this job a certain amount of hours. So even before I got my certification, I had already been doing this job for a certain amount of hours. I had been working with Navy SEALs. I had working with active duty, men, women, tall, short. Like I had built the entire program around it on my own before I even got the book knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like fast forward now, I had been doing it about 10 years, and what started making me realize this might be the option I would take, I had 2 clients. One had a bachelor's degree in exercise science. One was at UNCG finishing up his. And the one that was at UNCG, I grew up with him, named Brandon Enid. We used to play baseball together and everything in middle school, high school. Brandon said, Larry, they asked me a question. I stood up and I answered the question the exact same way you showed me and told me how to do this exercise. And he said the professor's mind was blown. I was like, for real?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, man. He was like, bro, you got it. And I was like, all right. So then I trained my boy Brock Parker. He had a degree in exercise science, man. We used to play baseball together. And I'm training him, and he told me, he said, Larry, you saying words to me that I ain't heard since college. And I'm like, man, that's because of all of the time that I actually been applying the science to people, like everybody. So like, I feel like if I show a trainer the techniques that I've learned throughout these years of working with so many different body types, I feel like the training industry just gonna blow back up, yo.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I got a different way, man. Like a lot of the guys that I train, they've been athletes. They be like, so I've been doing this wrong the whole time. I be like, kinda.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like me training you or showing you, bruh, it's just all of the people that you working out with, it's gonna benefit them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm trying to pass on and leave with fitness. I want people to know that the stuff I showed them, it helped push the game forward.
I think that's where a lot of people, a lot of professionals within their field, whether you're a coach, it don't matter who you are, whatever field that you're in, I think where people can go wrong is thinking that they know it all and not willing to learn. Yeah. My thing since 2020, when COVID started, was to learn something new every single day. It can be within training. It can be learning my wife, learning something new about my wife, listening and learning. It can be anything, learn something more about the Bible, whatever it is, learn something, apply it. If it works, it works. If it don't, forget about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what has helped me, but I think where my thing is, I know even the best billionaires have coaches.
Yeah, of course.
So how can you be so full of yourself to think that you ain't gonna need a coach within your same field?
Man, that separates a wise man from a fool. You know what I mean? Like, one thing about it, I have a small clientele list of adult men. The adult men that I do work with, very wise men, because they're smart enough to know that if I'm not 100% about something, I can go find somebody else that do, and I'm willing to learn it.
Learn it.
You know what I mean?
Learn
Like,
it for you,
yeah.
and I'm gonna learn it because I might have somebody else that might need the same thing.
Yeah, so like I think that's where a lot of us men fall short at.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that's how I learned so much.
Me too.
When I was in the, I've been in the gym since Coach Purdue. You know what I'm saying? Like I was one of the only guys in weightlifting that don't play football, because I loved it like that. You know what I mean? I love lifting weights. I had started in the 5th grade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my mom's husband at the time, he told me, he said, "Hey, come outside." And I'm playing Sega Genesis, bro. And I'm like, what do he want? It's dark outside. Like, what is it? Come outside. And I was like, I put it down. I came out there, and he had a 40 in his hand, bro. Cracked it up. He said, look, your mama short, your daddy short. So you gonna be short. But you don't have to be small. I'm gonna show you how to get big. I looked, and he put me on the weights, bro, then. So that's another reason why I don't feel like you can start a kid out too early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they be like, oh, it's gonna stunt your growth. Bruh, my mama is 5'2", my dad is about 5'7". Like, I'm not gonna be 6'2", bruh.
Yeah.
So
it's genetically,
you know what I mean?
it's 80% to 90%.
Yeah, like lifting weights is not gonna stop you from reaching your max height.
Yeah.
Not sleeping enough will stop you more than lifting weights early.
Yeah. If anything, the lifting weights is gonna help you build the strong joints and ligaments and bones to help support the muscle that you about to.
So I've been listening to all of these guys for a long time, man. I get to the Navy, bro, like I'm on a boat with over 5,000 people. Like, man, there's some guys in there that are huge. And they coming over, they giving me tips. I'm asking them for tips. I'm all ears. Some of them tell me the same exact thing another one told me, but he added a small caveat in there, and I'm like, oh, that's the piece that I needed right there. And I just kept going over the years, man. Like, I never, ever thought that I was big enough to hear what somebody else got. Just like you said, if I need it, I can keep it. If I don't, I can let it go.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? But like a lot of the times, just listening is what gave me the confirmation that I needed.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I was doing it
I've
like that.
been doing it
All
anyway.
right, okay, I appreciate it, bro. Good talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like that's really what I'm trying to get into, man.
Okay.
So you got the kids, you got the women, man. Like us working together would be something good.
Yeah, let's do something.
We'll do that.
Yeah. Let's make it happen. What's something the fitness industry tells people about nutrition that you completely disagree with?
That vegan stuff, bro.
Okay.
That's that vegan stuff, bro. Like, I know people gonna hate me for this. They gonna think I'm hating or something. I don't know, but I don't think that vegan stuff is healthy for people, bro.
Yeah.
I like,
especially if you're not eating what God produced.
Yeah, like they got that. They put that plant-based thing on there, and people think they actually eating from a plant. And I'm like,
that thing got more chemicals and chemicals. I ain't gonna say ingredients. That thing got more chemicals than
all the stuff you was trying to get away from. The whole point of you going vegan was to get away from processed foods and meats, and you're pumping yourself full of processed foods. So like, that's the one thing. And I think it is crazy how vegan lifestyle like kind of blew up. Like we talk about with social media will blow anything up with the right marketing. And I look at the timeline of it. It all kind of happened when they were starting to get with the food labeling. You know, when they was trying to change how they had to be specific about the food labeling.
Yep.
And I think they was trying to get people to stop eating meat. And I'm like, yo, our greats was eating meat, and they lived to be hundreds of years old. So why all of a sudden now is meat such a bad thing for us to be eating? So I want people to watch out about the vegan stuff. Like, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because if you eating it the right way, like, Like we
Yeah.
talked about with certain people, blood type, it can be right, but like,
Yeah.
stay away from that processed stuff. Stay away from them patties and all of that stuff.
I think that's the main thing. Regardless if you're a vegan, vegetarian, carnivore, pescatarian, what we all need to stick with is whole foods.
Yeah.
80-90% of the time, then go have your sweet treat, because we all human. We gon' want it.
I love some chocolate chip cookies.
Me too. I love some ice cream. So it's gonna be, if we do that more often than not, you can't go wrong. You'll probably be happy with who you are, how you feel, and the way you show up each and every day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I mean, that's what we was talking about with the, dang, what did you say about the food? Dang, I forgot, never mind. It slipped my mind.
Like here recently, or at the beginning.
At the beginning. Never mind.
All right. If you
Yeah,
remember,
Yeah.
say it. Stop me. What's one habit that would change 80% of people's physiques if they commit it for a year, 365?
What's one habit that would change their physique if they committed to it for 300?
That would change their life. Physique can be put into that life, that mindset, the way they eat, whatever it is. What would change one person if they committed to it for a whole year? I can go first if you want me to.
Go ahead.
Walking.
It's crazy. I was thinking it too.
Yeah.
I was
Walking.
thinking it. If it's one thing that I would say, I would probably say if they were to stay away from white carbs for a year.
White carbs.
White carbs.
Okay, so what about rice?
Even that,
What about baked potato?
that's the main one.
Okay.
So I'm talking white potatoes, I'm talking white bread, all of the pastas,
Sourdough bread.
all of the bread,
Okay.
all of the white.
Because this is
the
thing,
sugar.
and I just told you I eat the sourdough
Yeah.
bread, but this is what, me playing the devil's advocate, this is what people would say to get
you to
around.
Yeah.
So I'm eating healthy.
Yeah.
I'm eating my sourdough.
Yeah.
I'm eating just plain white rice. I rinse it off. Wild rice. I'm rinsing it off. I'm not putting butter on my baked potatoes. Nothing like
Hey,
that.
that butter good though.
Yeah.
That butter good for you.
Yeah. I'm putting light sour cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only. That'd be the one thing. I had a friend of mine. She was overweight. Didn't really want to get in the gym because she was self-conscious, but she wanted to lose weight, and she was like, "Man, what can I do?" I said, "What's one thing that you like to eat that's not good for you?" And she was like, "I love pizza." I was like, "Don't eat no pizza this week." She lost 3 pounds that week. The next week, she's like, "What else can I do?" I was like, "What else do you like to eat that's not good for you?" She's like, "I love spaghetti." I was like, "Don't eat no spaghetti this week." She lost 2 pounds. Yeah. So if you continuously stay off of them white carbs for a year, your body will completely change.
All right, so y'all heard of me. Walk more, stay off anything that's white carbs. So could we put something else in front of the white carbs? So instead of the baked potato, could we do the sweet potato?
Yes.
Instead of the sourdough bread, could we do 100% whole wheat?
Yes.
Fiber grain bread? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Right on. So if I wanted my pasta, could I do instead of doing the white sauce Alfredo, could I go and do the spaghetti sauce?
If you make it.
Okay.
If you make it. And it's not hard to make no spaghetti sauce. I'm telling you, that's some good stuff when you make it.
Yeah, when you make it.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
What's your go-to meal?
My go-to meal is definitely salmon, asparagus, and a sweet potato.
Okay. You can eat that for the rest of your life?
Every day I could eat that.
All right. What's your go-to cheat meal?
My go-to cheat meal, definitely a fried piece of fish in between that white
White
bread.
Hot sauce on it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I
That
need
was
all of
it.
that.
Yeah. And you said you from out there in Eflin. I got family that
Well,
live in
I'm
Eflin.
actually from Caswell.
That's where I grew up.
Yeah.
Okay, you know where Cherry Grove Road is?
Yeah.
I grew up right off, JT's store, right there beside the church. I used to ride my bike right there on Cherry Grove Road because I
Yeah.
stayed on that Bigelow Road.
Yeah.
Are you some kin to some Jones or Williams?
I don't know, man.
So that's where I'm from. Yeah, right on,
that's
right
all
on.
world.
When your coaching career is over, what do you hope people say Larry Poteat actually stood for?
Confidence. Like, he was so confident that when I didn't have any confidence, he made me confident.
That.
When I didn't believe in myself, Larry showed me that I could. I was worthy.
That right there, that hit me. Because, of course, we know that confidence can be interpreted as conceited, cocky, but you are who you are. You show up the way you show up because you showed up for yourself. You put the work in. So now I'm gonna go out here with the confidence of a winner, of somebody who has showed up time and time again when he didn't want to, when he wanted to, when people told him that he couldn't, he still did.
But see, that's one thing I noticed though, bro. Like when I took time and stepped away and really analyzed things, people would get on me about my confidence. People would tell me, "Oh, you're arrogant." I'm like, "Man, do you know how hard I had to work to finally come up and start talking to people about fitness?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, when it come to that, the only people that really are mad are the people that don't have confidence. The other people, now, and some of those people will come to you and tell me like, "Yo, like, what you do is helping me."
Yeah.
A lot of them won't tell you that. The ones who also have confidence, they can relate, so they know how you moving. They don't have no problem with it.
Yeah.
So I think that's what helped me now walk in my confidence with my head held high
Gotcha,
and
man.
not worry about who I'm offending while I'm doing it.
There you go. There you go. Keep that.
Yeah.
Don't lose that.
Yeah. Like,
Don't lose that.
Like, man, that was my biggest question. Like, my biggest question was why? Why they talking about me?
I ain't even did nothing. I don't even know you.
Like,
I ain't did nothing. I ain't
why-
said nothing to you.
Why? And then when I took a time to step back, I started talking to God. I started looking at things, and I realized, like, because you are you.
Yeah.
You've done all of this stuff. That's why they talking about you. Like, they gonna talk about Jordan. They gonna talk about LeBron. They gonna talk about Jesus after they was done with it all.
Yeah.
So don't take that as a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. How has your relationship with God grown over the years?
Man, it's grown so much because at one time I was questioning God. Like I was still why. I was asking him too. You know what I mean? I didn't understand what he was doing with me. I didn't understand none of that. So for a little while I was combative at it and I didn't even want to talk to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but the more I started getting around people and seeing the effect that I had on them when I was hearing the negative things, like it made me get back closer to them, you know, thanking them every day, you know, asking them for help when I need it, you know what I mean? Like actually hearing them talk to
So
you.
you heard him?
Oh yeah, he be talking back to me now. So like,
that's-
I like stuff be happening. I done thought about it. I've been thinking, and then throughout the day later on, everything that I said was gonna happen, it happened. And I'd be like, dang, you told me, didn't you? Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, see, that's my thing. I don't think I've heard that voice, but I feel like I'm a good judge of character. I lead with love. God is love. I gotta be doing something right.
See,
I'm not here
I
though.
think you underestimating then. Like,
Yeah.
you are hearing him by the way you moving.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You moving just like he would, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it don't have a recognizable voice. Like,
Okay.
keep it real with you. It sound like yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you going back and forth with yourself, and then you really talking to God, bro. He talking to you. He giving you the what good could come out of it, what bad could come out of it, and then ultimately it's up to us to make the decision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Okay.
like, no matter what, bro, you the one that gotta pray to God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever somebody say to you, whatever somebody, made you feel inadequate about, like, that person got to pray to God as well. So you talking to somebody who has a relationship with God, not knowing that he's protected and covered, like, everything you saying that you thought you was going to hurt him with, you finna hurt yourself. Because when you go to pray to him, he ain't listening to you.
Yeah.
He ain't trying to talk back. Look how you treating his people. You know what I'm saying? So every day that you keep walking and you treating people the same way you want to be treated, bro, he talking to you.
Okay. Appreciate it. Rapid fire.
Okay.
One word answers.
Oh,
Cardio or lifting?
lifting,
Ground beef or chicken?
ground beef,
Squats or lunges?
lunges,
Discipline or motivation?
discipline,
Morning workouts or evening?
morning,
Most overrated supplement?
creatine,
Most underrated exercise?
the pelvic thrust.
Okay. I ain't heard that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the glute bridge, throwing it on your weight, bringing it up.
Single leg,
All right. Yeah.
no weight,
Yeah.
don't matter.
Yeah.
You hitting them pelvic thrusts, you gonna be all right.
Okay. Imagine your son watches this episode 25 years from now after becoming a husband and father himself. What's one thing you hope he hears you say today that he'll never forget? And let me get you looking in the camera right there. Take your time.
That no matter what, that I always believed in you. I always believed in you. That's what I would have him. That's what I want him to take from it. Yep.
I think he know that already.
I hope so.
The way you show up for him and the way that you built him over these last decade or over the last 13, 14, about to be 14 years, there ain't no way that he don't know that. And I think like as a young man with them finding themselves and with us being in those positions as he once was, as we once was in his position, I think that as we try to, as young boys, we're gonna try to find our way through life as he's doing now, even on the court, off the court, in school, out of school. The way that you showing up for him now and showing him how great he is.
It's like I push him hard, bro. Like I push him real hard. So like I feel like some days he probably do believe it, and then some days he's second guessing it, and he's unsure. And I think that's where his confidence in himself starts to waver. So like that's why in 25 years I really hope he realized that I always believed in him.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm willing. I told him like I sacrifice for you, but I don't want you to feel any type of way like because I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Like I don't want you to feel like that because I would do it again. If I had to start back over, I'd sacrifice it all for you again because of how much I believe in you.
I'm gonna be honest, you about having me tear up over here. Yeah.
Man, yeah, I never thought about that, bro. Like I never thought about that far into the future. Like don't get me wrong, I think about the future, but it's always like the near future, like the next 3 years or the next 4 years. But like
something you can
man,
touch.
I'm an old man with grandkids now. Oh yeah. I know. Man, I hope my son make it to that, man.
People see the muscles, they see the confidence, they see the opinions, but what weight are you carrying that nobody sees?
Like I tell you with the military, like there was certain military related things that affect how I live my life. Like I told you, I barely sleep. You know, sometimes I'm super irritable. You know, sometimes I forget things. It's a lot to deal with that I carry every day, but I don't make it like it's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like when other people are telling me what they have going on, I don't even think about what I deal with. I'm focused on them and trying to help them with theirs. So I don't think they know about none of the stuff that I deal with because I always come in and show up. I'm always smiling. Like I'm always putting their needs first.
Before yours,
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm human, bro. Like it's times where I don't want to work out. I don't want to lift today. I want to eat something crazy. Like I'm just as normal as them. Even though like I have this physique or I'm in the gym, like I have the same thoughts that everybody else has.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So now we switching it up. Larry is the first one that actually got some questions for me.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let you take over. So there go all your questions you wanted.
Yeah. I specially prepared this for you, man. Okay. So, if your son copied everything you did instead of everything you said, would you still be proud of him?
When you sent me that made my heart drop. Repeat it one more time.
If your son copied everything you did instead of everything you said, would you still be proud of him?
Yes. But, and there's a but, he will be proud of me because he knows that what his dad has went through in life to overcome the battles that he had to overcome, and the way that he shows up each and every day. It ain't about being perfect. I think that's where most people get it wrong.
Yeah.
My thing is, I would rather be consistently great over occasionally perfect. And if I can judge my life, Jay, where you consistently great over your life through the ups, through the downs, through your worst moments to your best moments, would Luka J. Williams be proud of me? Yes. But the job isn't finished.
Yeah.
We still working to become even better. And I think with me always trying to become the best version of myself, even when I do mess up. And I'm the type of person that if I do something wrong, I want to be called out on it. So my wife, the relationship that we have, if I do something wrong, if I say the wrong thing, let me know. Let's not go to bed upset. Don't go to bed mad at me, because I'm a person who've always looked in life for somebody to critique what I'm doing. And I think part of that was me not having my dad there to try to help guide me through that. And I had to figure it out all on my own with a strong mama that had to be dad and mom to have two younger sisters, to be the man of the house in the 4th grade, to show up the way that I did, and then to turn around, both of my sisters, they don't want to be in a relationship. They don't want a man unless he's like me.
Yeah.
So when they told me that allowed me to know, because they grew up with me through those years. And then to see me as a dad and a husband now, and the way that I live my life, and they live right down the road and I see them all the time. So they are in my life. My sister, she works for me. So she see behind the scenes that I can edit out of a workout, that I can edit out of a podcast. My mama have seen me from the time I was born to now. My wife has been there with me for the past 12 years to see me grow from when I was a junior, she was a freshman in high school, to 12 years later with us with having kids, the growth. And for her to speak up and say this daily, I'm proud of you. I see the dad that you are. I see the progress you have made just over the last 2.5 years with having kids, or the last 5 years being married. And we communicate and we talk. So to answer your question, I believe that he would be proud of the man that I am today, especially through what the young boy Jay Williams had to go through to become who he is today.
All right. So like we talked about, I told you how I feel like every client that comes to me, I'm going to start them out where they are. So how do you meet your clients where they are instead of where you think they should be?
I meet them halfway. It's the exact same thing. I'm not giving them something that they can't do. I go into every workout with an open mind, because even if it's our first day together or we done been 10 years together, something new can pop up each and every day. And I have to meet them halfway for when they walk through those doors. And if I don't do that, I'm not helping them become the best version of themselves, because now I would be looking at it or trying to get them through a workout, get them to do a certain movement selfishly when they're not ready for it. They could have been ready for it last week. We did it last week, but we come back and try to do it this week. Something could be wrong. They could be a little bit more stiffer. Arthritis might kick in because it's raining.
Yeah.
So they won't be able to do that. Or it could be the first person in the first workout ever. I have to meet them, because my first thing is, forget about the workout. It's more about communicating. I want to see where you are, but within that first workout, I'm building confidence to help you, to let you know that you are actually stronger than you think. And once a 50, 60, 70-year-old woman comes in, a 40, 50-year-old dad or a grandpa comes in, a young athlete comes in, and your words that you give them, the words that you speak to them, over them, helps them become the person that they want to be, because of the reason, for whatever reason, why they even wanted to show up in the first place. So meeting them halfway, but pushing them to become the best versions through the confidence that's being built from day one.
Okay, I like that too, because that's one of the first questions I ask them when they come in. It's a simple 4-word question: how do you feel today? And that's gonna dictate how our entire session gonna go.
I got a whole plan for you, but I'm willing to go off plan to make sure that if you ain't in the right headspace, I already know this workout ain't gonna be what I was hoping it to be. because you might only be working at 20% today.
Yeah.
Your cup might only be 20% filled up today.
Yeah.
But just through those words, 20%, I'd rather my cup be half full than half empty.
Right.
How are you looking at your day? When you walk, there's actually real people that their day can be messed up because it's a rainy day.
Mm-hmm.
I love the rain. That turns me up.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do when we were little? We wanted to go outside and play in the rain.
Yeah.
I need that attitude. I need that mindset when you when you wake up and you see it's rain, it's a cloudy day. That sunshine shouldn't be the only determinant on whether you about to have a good day or a bad day. Why does you having a flat tire 1 hour out of your day affect the other 23 hours out of your day?
Right.
Stop letting one moment, one person, one bad phone call determine the rest of your day. So for me, I don't have bad days. I have bad moments, but I can't allow, because I got a son, I got a wife, I got a daughter, I got clients that depend on me to show up with a certain amount of energy each and every day to do what I do, to help them become the version that they want to be, to help them grow. I can't be upset that I just lost a client today and now I'm down and now the workout ain't the best workout because me as your coach ain't in the right headspace.
Yeah.
So being able to compartmentalize and know that, hey, don't let one moment affect the rest of your day.
Yeah. That's true. All right, man. How do you keep your family from taking a back seat to your business?
I learn from other people's mistakes.
Okay.
For whatever reason, for why my dad wasn't there, I just kind of did the opposite. I don't know what reason why he wasn't there, but for him not to be there and I still turn out the way I did and becoming the man that I am becoming, that tells me it isn't all about me. It isn't all about my purpose in life, because I love my wife so much, I didn't sacrifice. I sacrificed sports for my wife, to be home with my wife.
Yeah.
We 2 years apart, 2 grades apart, but like a year and some months apart.
Yeah.
So for me to sacrifice so much that I did in life and become who I am, why can't I still do that same thing and still be the successful person? My wife and my kids are the number one thing in my life. And all I want to do is make sure that they're happy.
Okay.
How do I do that? I got to make sure that the bills and everything is paid. So there has to be some type of balance somewhere where I can make sure I go make the life that we want to live. But also I set my life up so that I can show up when I want to. I have a business that I'm able to run so that they aren't being put on the back burner. I make sure that I get up early, invest in myself for that hour so that I can thrive, so that in return I can thrive and help everybody else in my life thrive. So that requires me to get up early. I go ahead and start my day early, go ahead and hit some clients already. And then time makes my woman happy. Clearly time makes my son happy. He was crying because he wanted to come out here with us.
Yeah.
So if time with them is what they want, how can I not put them on the back burner? It's by making sure that I set my life up to where I'm able to be there so that he doesn't have to go to daycare. I love my son not being able to go to daycare. I had to go to daycare. Is there anything wrong with it? No, but that ain't the way I want to, because he's so smart. Mm-hmm. He's so ahead and only 2 years old. And so that lets us know that we're actually doing something right by him listening to the phone calls that we're on with our clients. Mm-hmm. with him being in here while I'm training my clients, and my clients excited that he in here and want them to do the exercise with them. Me having the gym right behind my house instead of having to go clock in to a 9 to 5, or even before I got this built, me running over right across the street to Planet Fitness, taking time away. That was a lot of incremental time where, dang, that could have been one extra kiss I could have had. That could have been one extra hug I could have got. That could have been, I could have put him down for his nap so my wife don't have to do it before my next client. So those things, I just want to set my life up. Not saying that everything is perfect, but everything is great. And I just want to be able to continue to set my life up so that I can show up for them. And if I'm showing up for them, and if they happy, I'm not the judgment of that, they are. So if she says she need more time this week, some gonna have to break, because she the number one thing in my life. And for me, I'm gonna put her first no matter what. But also there's communication that has to be put in. Hey baby, these are the clients I got. This is my calendar for the week. You see what I got. In between those times, if you need me, I'm here. I'll run back in the house. I got you. She having a bad day, an emotional day. Of course, she just got through being pregnant, delivering a baby, Ella. There's times where she might be a little bit more emotional, where I might have to have both of the kids in here while I'm training the client. So now I know that I might not be in there for her to cry on my chest, to cry on my shoulder, for me to just sit there and not talk, to try to give her advice. Maybe it was just something simple, me take the kids, let her go get her time that she might need. So just making sure I put them first before myself, but it ain't even really, and I can't look at it like that because I get up when they're still asleep to invest in myself so I can become the best version for them.
Shoot, man. To me, it sounds like you set your business up so your family won't ever have to take a back seat. I mean, you right here. You don't have to go nowhere. Yeah. Hey, they can come pull up to work out.
Yep.
Need something, you can run in the house. So,
but I'm blessed, and if it wasn't for God, if it wasn't for me having the wife that I have, I wouldn't have the life that I have.
So then let me ask you this then. Is there any type of things that you plan out so that they don't feel like they taking a backseat? Is there certain like vacations or something that y'all do yearly or?
Well, let's look at it from the day to day. I bring my wife coffee in the morning, fix it for her. She's still in bed. I didn't train a client. I didn't worked out. Bring my wife her coffee, give her a kiss. I try to get my son up. He gets up when he wants to, but usually it's around that 7:30 time. Could be 7, could be 8, but usually around that 7:30 time. Can I be done with my workout to make sure I put him in his little chair for him to cook his breakfast? Do I got a quick 5 minutes to give him? Because, Daddy, sit down right there, while he just sitting there eating, watching TV, doing whatever. Me making sure that if my wife wants to work out, giving her hour of time between that 7 and 8 on like a Tuesday and Thursday, so she can get in here and invest in herself. Vacation time, like we live a life where we are able to, we got a lake house, so that's our weekends. I've learned from people that billionaires, millionaires, and I know some millionaires that's in my life that I can talk to, and they live a life to where they don't have to go on vacation to live a great life.
Every day feel like a vacation.
Every day feel like a vacation. I got the wife that I dreamed of. Didn't know it was her, but God showed up. Look how God worked. Her mom name is Jeannie Williams Vance. So she was originally a Williams. My last name Williams. So Kenzie's name was Kenzie Logan Vance. Now her mom is Jeannie Williams Vance. Now Kenzie's name is Kenzie Vance Williams.
Yeah.
Look how God works. You
Yeah.
can't tell me that I didn't dream that up or that she didn't dream that up.
Yeah.
And I have an amazing son, smart, growing, he's strong, a beautiful daughter, smart, growing, strong. She's just something new every single day. We don't have to go out. My wife, she loves going out to dinner. I'm good at home. I don't want to leave the house.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't want to go in a store. I don't even want to have to walk in the grocery store, but I know I got to. But I don't want to. I order off Amazon and get it shipped right here. I live a life to where the only places that I go outside of being at home, it was the gym. Before I got this built, Planet Fitness, training class, or I'm training. The barbershop. I think that might have been the only two places. So my wife, she knows exactly where I'm at. She got a tracker on me.
Yeah.
She knows exactly where I'm at, but I'm happy with where I'm at because I'm building the life, I'm living the life that I'm truly happy with. So some people growing up or now can look at it, Jay, you cocky. I'm confident. I'm happy with who I am as a man, but I'm also happy with how I treat my wife. My wife is happy with how I treat her. Forget about what I think how I treat her. She's happy the way I'm leading my son, how I'm raising my daughter. My mama tells me how proud of I am. Her mom and dad tells me how proud they are of me. I'm doing something right.
Yes, sir. So what's something that you hope someone leaves with after working out with you that don't have anything to do with fitness?
Nothing to do with fitness once they leave me. That you are strong enough.
Okay.
And for me to say that when you said not working out, it has nothing to do with working out. But my tool for you to allow you to see that could be the weights, could be the workout. Mm-hmm. But you are strong enough. You just have to believe in you the way I believe in you.
Yeah.
And I don't even technically know you. Mm-hmm. We just started working out. Today is your first day, but I want you leaving this workout more confident. And you're going to be more confident because now you believe in you more than you did yesterday.
Yeah.
If I can do that, I'm winning.
So,
forget about the workout. Forget about the 20, 30 pounds you want to lose. Because fitness is in exercising and nutrition and all that is pretty simple. The main thing is that up here. So if I can fix this up here, and that can be related to anything, your relationship with food, your relationship with why you want to work out, your relationship with why you want to become better, and to let you know that most people want to get into working out, into training, and to look better, to be more fit because they hate where they are. They hate where they are, they hate who they are. Mm-hmm. Let's turn that around. Do this because you love yourself enough to get healthy, to get fit. And with that attitude, with that just that little switch of a mindset, that allows you to enjoy the small things. It allows you to really enjoy the big things that might come along on your journey while you're trying to become the better version of you. And training just allows you to become, it's the number one best form of personal development, self-development is working out. Because now I can do this because I can pray to God in here. My family can come in here. We can enjoy with family. I'm sitting here talking to family.
Yeah.
And whoever I train, you are now my family. You're a part of my Thrive family. Fitness is just the number one way that I can be able to touch as many lives as possible. And my purpose is my next pillar. I'm living in my purpose. I'm serving others. God done that. Mm-hmm. He served people. finances, I got to figure out a way to make sure everything is moving the way that they should. So I'm living in my purpose while making money.
Yeah.
So that would be the biggest.
Okay.
Well, a couple things. I know I gave you a couple, but that would be the biggest thing.
Okay. So one thing about training over the years, man, I've realized that you can't treat everybody the same. You can't have like one whole cookie cutter way of training. So what have your clients taught you about people?
That nobody's body is the same.
Okay.
I grew up where, for example, a squat, and most people still believe this. There's only one way to do a squat. My feet has to be straight. My feet have to be right up under my hips, no more than shoulder width apart. And when I looked at that, I took physics. I took biomechanics. I know the way the body works. So when I look at individuals, I look at athletes, I look at older individuals who have had surgeries in a lot of pain right now, I'm looking at athletes. How can I make this how can I make this boy or girl a better athlete? And one day, like just myself, one day I'm a little bit more stiffer because I just had a hard leg day. So I might not be able to get down into that stretch or something how I normally would, get down into that deep squat how I normally would because I'm so sore. So now it might be, I might have to throw a lunge in there. I might have to spread the feet a little bit wider. I might now have to point the toes out, open up the hips a little bit more, push the knees out so they ain't not necessarily knocking knees caving in a little bit. Maybe I can't put the weight on my shoulders. Maybe I gotta do a front squat with the kettlebell because the barbell just scares me too much. Just anything that works for one person, I can't be so selfish and stuck in one way to think that it's going to work for everybody else. Because the way I talk to my woman when I'm training her as her trainer, because she's my client.
Yeah.
She's my client, my hardest client. If I can tell her, go hit full body, show up, don't be half-assing it, get in there and get it done. You as another trainer can tell her the exact same thing, word for word. She heard you, but she didn't hear me because of the relationship.
Yeah.
That just goes to show me that not everybody's going to take what you say the same way. So you got to make sure, watch what words you're saying, watch how the body language, watch what you're doing around others, because not everybody is going to do the exact same thing the way you told them. One thing my mama would always tell us, well, you probably heard it, a hard head will make a soft ass. She also say, if you fall, if you hurt yourself, I'm gonna whoop your ass. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
But what she said was, if you fall, I'm gonna whoop you. But what I heard was, if you fall, I'm gonna whoop your ass. But that's what I heard. So how I interpret that, all right, Jay, don't get hurt. Do what you're gonna do. Still go have your fun. Go be who you are. I ain't stopping you to do what you want to do. Luca want to jump off the bike onto the ground. He doing. So some things you gotta guide them. So in life, my mama had to guide me in that way because she's raising a young man. She's and trying to help me become a young man that is smart, strong, confident in himself. And one thing my mama always used to say would be, Jay, you can see it because I was always in the mirror. I always had a phone on me when I was little, middle school and stuff. So it was, that just, like, what you say to one kid might not relate to the next. She told me, Jay, if these dishes ain't washed, you ain't going outside. Because that's all I want to do is go outside with my boys. You ain't going outside. She couldn't threaten my sisters with the same thing. Them dishes ain't going to get washed.
They don't care about going outside.
No, they don't care about that. But y'all can't sit here and watch TV. Y'all, you can't, we ain't really have phones back then, but yeah, that would be the main thing. You not going over, can't nobody come over to the house, can't nobody spend the night until you get this stuff done.
Yeah.
So that early on, that already had showed me not everyone, you can't treat everybody the same way. So then I just turned that learning over time, experience, that just then I turned that into the same thing. So everything we know, like you said, somebody that was out there on the boat with you, you kind of already knew. They just didn't solidify, I'm actually doing the right thing.
Yeah.
It goes back full circle to whether it's me being taught by my mom or something, or me doing the actual teaching and coaching with individuals.
I'm telling you, that thing made me go take a psychology class.
I took that. I took psychology and sociology and learned that.
I was like, but it was a good thing because it helped me with what type of motivation works for certain people. Like how you said that she could threaten you not to go outside and you'll do it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, you can talk to certain people certain kind of ways that you might think is so harsh and so mean and so rude, but that's that person's language that they understand.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a homeboy that I used to train. He was in the mirror. He was doing all that stuff, and I got to looking, and I was like, those are old videos. Those are videos from when we was training. You don't look like that. So I went on there and called him out about it. And my clients, oh, you mean you shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have did that. I was like, nah, you don't know him like I know him.
Yeah, I can't do that to you, but I can do that to him.
Before our session was over, he had done text me like, hey, I'm ready to get back in the gym with you. What you got open? I said, see?
Yep.
I know who I'm talking to, man. I would never talk to somebody who I know can't take that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you to run away from me. You know what I mean? So,
I'm saying this because I love you and I want the best for you. And I clearly see that you want the best for you, but you could just be stuck right now.
Yeah.
So, it
we
makes
all need a little push, man. We all do, man.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, man, that's it. That's all the questions I have.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, appreciate y'all for tuning in to today's podcast. Got my boy Larry on here. So I hope that y'all learned something from this conversation today. And just know that everything that we said today, we hope that something spoke out to you. And we hope that you can benefit from it. If you can't, maybe you learn something to then help your significant other, help your child, help anybody that's dependent on you while you're striving to become your most thriving self. And remember, we want to thrive each and every day and not just survive it. Too many of us are just surviving. And one thing that you can do that we have in common is get up early, invest that 1 hour in yourself so that everything else in your life, you can show up for that, give it or them 100% of you because you can't pour from an empty cup. So keep loving yourself, put yourself first because you love yourself, and then in return, everything else in your life is going to benefit because you love yourself and you keep showing up day in and day out. You got anything else?
Nah, man, you knocked it out.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. See y'all on the next one. Oh, man, appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. That was good.
Man, you got me comfortable after the first question.
Yeah.
I was sitting back a little like, damn, God. After that first one, I was like, shoot.
We good. We good. Let's get a picture real quick.